Hello, my name is Stacy, and I am going to talk about my testimony today in a short few minutes. um, I grew up going to church, and I came to know Christ at a young age. I was a young teen, and um, I met him actually at a church camp. And I had really wanted to have a relationship with him. My friends had a relationship with him, and I really wanted that at the time. And I was just really excited about where my relationship was going to go with him. But also a little envious of my friends who had a relationship with him already and already knew how amazing he is. But um, I was born again at church camp, and it was one of the best moments of my life. I mean, it was the best moment of my life. I really just felt like God just breathed new life in me and just gave me a new start. Just, a new beginning, a new life. And so I was really on fire, came back and really on fire for God. But I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. There wasn't a lot of guidance in the church that I was attending at the time. And not to say anything against them, I just think that for the most part, people didn't know how to build up the church. And new believers don't know, especially young believers, don't know where to start or where to begin with that. So I kind of fell away and started dating a boy, and pretty much just from 16 on into college, and I just kind of like lived. I didn't just completely, forget about God. I went to church, but I just kind of was stagnant in my relationship with him, and I wasn't striving to be closer necessarily, but I wasn't striving to I wasn't trying to be really far away, but I wasn't living, in my opinion, according to, I don't think I was living the life that God had wanted me to live. And so I got married and had children, and I came back to him really after my first son. I started reading my Bible more and just really putting in more of an effort to have a relationship with him. But still very confused about my relationship with him and what that meant and where I should really go with it. And I met Rachel and Tammy at Shoal Creek, and I actually met them. I met them at Shoal Creek before I knew that we were going to work together. And then Rachel needs somebody to take pictures, so she came over and took pictures, and we just hit it off. I don't know, our personalities just, I don't know. It was just like a God thing, I feel like. God knew that I needed somebody like them. And so they taught me about D groups, and I started going to D group, and it has been probably like the best thing that I've ever done, because it's more about building you up as a Christian and showing you how to be a disciple. In D groups, if you don't know what that is, it's a disciple group. It's basically preparing you to become a disciple, which is what Jesus intended all of us to be like if we have a relationship with him. And I never really knew. I mean, I read the stories 1,000 times, but I just looked at them as stories. I never thought about them as like I need to be like living it out. And when I started D groups is when it clicked for me that this is what I have been needing this whole time. and I felt like I didn't, I was so confused and so lost. I felt like even though I had a relationship with God, I was able to see where I should have been going with it. And so, all that to say that I'm so glad I met Tammy and Rachel, and that I have started going to the D group, because it has been a huge part of not only like our friendships that we make in it, but just my growth with Christ. We do readings every week, and we really dig into the Word and apply it to our lives, and basically just watch God move in all the different aspects of life. And it's been such a blessing for me. So that is my testimony as of now, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye, y'all.